Right now, you are busy. You have a schedule, you have deadlines, notifications, appointments, and a list of things you haven't finished yet. But here is the question nobody asks. What did humans actually do before any of that existed? Not in the abstract. What did they literally do, hour by hour, when the sun came up? The answer is far stranger than you think. For most of human history, your ancestors did not work 8 hours a day. They did not commute. They did not sit at a desk. The image most people carry of prehistoric life is one of desperate, exhausting survival. That image is almost entirely wrong. Anthropologist Marshall Solins spent years studying modern hunter-gatherer groups whose way of life closely mirrors ancient humans. In 1966, he called hunter-gatherers the original affluent society, not because they had wealth, because they had time. His research showed that groups like the Kongsan of the Kalahari spent, on average, between 3 and 5 hours per day acquiring food. Then they stopped. Not because they were lazy, because they were done. So what did they do with the rest of the day? They talked. Robin Dunbar, an evolutionary psychologist at Oxford, found that roughly 65% of all human conversation time is spent on social topics. Relationships. Who can be trusted? Who is struggling? Your ancestors were not gossiping to waste time. They were doing the most important cognitive work available to them. Social bonding was the technology that kept groups alive. They also sat, just sat, watched the fire, did nothing in a way that most modern humans would find deeply uncomfortable after 4 minutes. Neuroscientist Marcus Rachel discovered in 2001 what he called the default mode network. It activates not when you are working, but when you stop. It handles self-reflection, imagining future scenarios, and understanding other people's emotions. Your ancestors accidentally optimized for it every single day. You spend most of your day suppressing it. Afternoons were slower. The heat of the day was not ideal for movement. Groups rested, napped. Biphasic sleep, 2 separate sleep periods across the day, is considered the natural human pattern before artificial lighting collapsed everything into one nocturnal block. That wave of tiredness you feel around 2 in the afternoon, that is not a caffeine crash. That is 100,000 years of biology trying to reassert itself. Evenings were the most remarkable part. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner published a study in 2014 comparing daytime conversations among the Juhuansi of the Kalahari with nighttime conversations around the fire. After dark, 65% of conversation transformed into storytelling. Long, emotionally rich stories about distant places, moral dilemmas, and people long dead. This is where your imagination comes from. Not from books, not from films, from a fire, a dark sky, and a voice telling you about something that happened far away. Your ancestors were not waiting for life to begin. They woke up, moved their bodies, talked to people they loved, rested when the heat came, and sat in the dark telling each other stories until they slept. You carry all of that inside you, the need for unhurried conversation, the pull towards stillness, the restlessness at 2 in the afternoon, the sense, sometimes, that you are moving too fast through something that was never meant to be rushed. Right now, you are busy. You have a schedule and deadlines and a list of things you haven't finished yet. And somewhere underneath all of it, a much older version of you is sitting by a fire, watching the flames with nowhere else to be.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।